Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamad Advice Forum. And in this video, we're going to answer all your questions to a video, my very first video that I posted on January 19th. And only one person asked a question, which is cool because I got 5 subscribers already. Just did a little bit of advertising for my channel. So we are going to answer this one and only question that we have by Chris Reagan. So Chris Reagan says, you mentioned a few times on why most successful people don't help others and learn to hide. I noticed throughout my first year of college, I've had to say no to most people more often than saying yes, and also learn to pull the curtains, metaphorically speaking. I just ask if you could share your thoughts on this topic more of why most successful people hide. So, well, it might be a little different to what you're experiencing right now, but in general, you have to be selective of whether you say yes or no to people. Because a lot of times what happens is that a lot of people just want you to do things just so that they could have power over you. And when that happens, you got to say no and walk away, But, one thing maybe you might ask yourself is, at this stage of your life as a college freshman, do you feel successful, right? And if you don't, or you haven't reached the quote traditional markers of success, I think you're just at a point in life where you're just learning how to say no, which is a useful skill. It is, but what I'm talking about is that, let's say, the traditional marker of success is just being rich. You know what I'm saying? So let's say that you were once poor, right? Or you're just starting out in life. And what happens is that when you start out poor, or, you're just starting out, is that you'll pretty much get criticized by other people. They're saying that, oh, you don't have life experience. Why would you even try? You don't know what you're doing. So, yada, yada, yada. So you frequently experience a lot of criticism, and there's no one there to go through the journey with you. So it's a lonely journey. And because of that, you might feel a little bit bitter. And what happens is that, you probably failed a billion times before you reach like a marker of success, and you see the light in the tunnel, right? And you have the emotional anchors that what you went through was really, really hard. Really hard. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how hard it was. And I'm just lucky to be here because, whatever I've achieved, it could probably just be taken away from me in an instant, right? And it really feels like that because, throughout your journey, it pretty much sucked and all you did was fail. And then you reach that success, that light at the end of the tunnel. Now, that's not the part where successful people hide, right? It's the part after that. So what happens is that to successful people, and I'm talking about, the people who were self-made, not the ones who inherited a lot of money and didn't go through like the struggles or emotions of pains of going through the journey of success. The ones who are self-made, what happens to them is that, they try to mentor somebody that they knew, whether it's a friend or relative or some random stranger. And what happens is that, they tried everything to mentor this person, whether it's like, I don't know, like they try to show them the ropes. They try to coach them. They try to reach out to them and do everything that they can to make them successful. But what happens is that that person doesn't really do shit, right? That person doesn't really do anything. And so that successful person just kind of backs off and says, this person, he or she didn't really want it. And, there's nothing I can do about that. And then the part that really makes them want to hide is the next part, where once that person just kind of backs off, right, and decides to stop helping other people, the person that they try to help says that guy was a dick. I think he was trying to use me or something like that. And because they have experiences like that, they don't ever want to help people again. And I've seen several videos on this. I've experienced this myself, which is why I don't go out to out of my way to help people anymore. I feel like if they're gonna help me, if I'm gonna help them, I want them to beg me. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not gonna beg me, then I'm not gonna like go out of my way to help them because of so many bad experiences of trying to help others. There's that saying that No good deed gets unpunished, and that's what it feels like when you know you feel like, man, I'm so blessed to be here because I'm successful in my journey, and I had to go through so many failures, and I don't ever want anyone else to experience that. And you try to help others, they don't do shit, and then they blame you, saying that you're kind of a dick, or that you were just trying to use them. It's like, well, fuck this. If that's gonna happen when I try to help people become successful, maybe I'll just pull back the curtains and not, be some kind of a recluse and just see the world burn, right? That's what it feels like. And what? No, I think the reason I made that video is because I saw a video by Grant Cardone, and he talks about that too, where it's called "Successful People Hide." Maybe I'll put a link on this video. And yeah, man, that's just pretty much what happens. You become successful. Everyone criticizes you in the beginning, and once you become successful, you kind of feel a little duty to help others and help others become successful. You try to help them, they don't do shit, and you back off and then blame you for being some kind of a dick. So yeah, man. So just understand that life as you get older is just full of unnecessary confusion and pain, even worse than being a teenager, right? At least teenagers are somewhat a little bit rational. Like they somewhat respect people who are accomplished, whether it's like a basketball player or an actor. But as you get older, it just becomes this weird Machiavellian world where people don't like you if you become too successful at what you do, which is kind of sad. All right, so that's for the video for today. If you have any thoughts, comments, leave them below, and I'll see you guys next time.